I was contemplating since yesterday on whether Arsenal really went ahead to do what we call a surgical precision when they're really annihilating the side of Sheffield at the Bramall Lane by 6-0 scored by Martin Odegaard, an own goal, then Kai Havertz. There was Martinelli on target, Declan Rice and Benjamin White. In just 58 minutes, Arsenal had gone ahead to get done with the job, and that's why Arteta went ahead to obviously do the needful and really rested players like Bukayo Saka. Martinelli came off like he was limping, but I'm going to really bring you an update on those players. We enter the player ratings of this beautiful game of football that was really orchestrated in the Premier League. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're totally watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. We here doing the player ratings, but we are going to bring you even the stats from statement here from almost 7 of the players that really took part into that big win for the side of Arsenal. Arsenal took its goal difference to 45, and it's really very important to really not forget that this season is really going to be very tricky. Goal difference is really going to be very important and crucial into making a decision on who is really going to be lifting the trophy, because at a point X you might see Arsenal and Liverpool tied on 64 points, on 64 points by the end of the match day 28 of the Premier League. So we thank God for the gift of life. The Muslims, Barakallahu fikum, and hope you guys are really having fun wherever you are. Don't forget, obviously, coming through and really subscribe, because we want to hit 20,000 subscribers. And guys, can we really make it a point? Continue to subscribe. When you subscribe, lower right bottom corner is the place to be. Smash the black button that has the word subscribe. After smashing it, the notification bell that will enable you get notified every time I upload a video onto this channel. The Muslims, Barakallahu fikum. Let's start off with the goalkeeper of Arsenal. That is David Raya. Trust me, if you really go out and look at the most clean-sheeted goalkeeper in the league, it's none other than David Raya. He has 9 clean sheets and he's in contention, by the way, to win the Golden Glove. He's competing with Jordan Pickford. I don't think that Jordan Pickford will obviously continue to keep more clean sheets than David Raya. I think Alisson Becker, Andre Onana, and Ederson Moraes of Man City will obviously vie for this Golden Glove of the season, and it's really gonna really look very good if at all he really wins it, because that will be a stamp in his coming in through at the club of Arsenal and giving green light for his permanent deal to be really, or for his loan deal to be made permanent at Arsenal if at all he wins a Golden Glove. But I think when you look at how Arsenal are really playing, they've gonna hate to keep more clean sheets. And over the weekend, they're really taking on Brentford, a team that they are most likely to keep a clean sheet. Though at home, Arsenal don't keep very many clean sheets, but I'm giving David Raya an 8 out of 10. He came in through, he played very well, no shots were directed to him on target, he kept a clean sheet, and he has to walk away with his head high. That is it. 8 out of 10 for me for this guy. We go to Benjamin White, scoring a goal again for the club of Arsenal, and he really had to use his weak foot, obviously, put it in the back of the net. And this was his game by numbers: 100% duels won, 42 passes completed, 1 clearance, 1 interception, 1 shot, and 1 goal. That was Benjamin White for you, and I get him an 8.5 out of 10 as a player for Arsenal on the night. One thing I've gonna hate, obviously, give credit about him is his consistency and being a variable. He has been a variable for the side of Arsenal, and I think he's gonna hate to play most of the games that Arsenal have had to play. When you look at Benjamin White, he has gonna hate to play 26 out of the 27 games. It shows you how good he has gone ahead to keep himself in shape to really kick the ball. And this is what he will ever want in a player. This is what you will ever want in your player at your team. He has gone ahead to score 2 goals and put in 2 assists, 5 yellow cards, not bad. And last season, he played all the 38 games. He is really consistent. In his first season of 2021, 2022 played 32 games, and I think the games he missed out were because of COVID. He has gonna hate to kick a ball in every Champions League game Arsenal's gonna hate to play, because Arsenal's gonna hate to play 7 games in the Champions League, and this man is gonna hate to man 7 games in the starting 11 for the club of Arsenal. So 8.5 out of 10 for Benjamin White, and I think he's really one of a kind that needs to be given the best that he really deserves as a leader. Then we go to Jakub Kiwior, again involved in another goal that resulted into, was it Kai Havertz? So Jakub Kiwior is really doing more and more and more and more for this club of Arsenal, and for me, I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. He's really solid at the back, going forward, inverting well, press resistant, has a perfect cross on him. He's scoring goals, putting in assists, secondary assists. What a way to obviously solidify his position into that side of Arsenal. And I tell you this, Arteta has always gone ahead to hurry back to Tomiyasu and Zinchenko in such scenarios, and Jakub Kiwior has been there. But after Jakub Kiwior has gone ahead to prove himself that he can really do the job for Arsenal, I think Arteta came out and made a statement on Thomas Partey that he deserved to get the minutes. And now the Zinchenko's will have to come in through and compete with this guy. Every Arsenal fan is going to hate to notice how good this boy is, and they will always caution, why Arteta's going to hate not to give him minutes. It's really going to start happening at the side of Arsenal. So let's wait and see how that really pans out. But it's really going to be important for Mikel Arteta and Jakub Kiwior. He's taking away an 8 out of 10 for me, and I think he has been getting an 8 out of 10 performance ever since I've gone ahead obviously see him play 45 minutes against Liverpool, and ever since then I've gone ahead to start almost every game. Started against West Ham, started against Burnley, started against Newcastle, started against FC Porto, started against Sheffield. 5 consecutive games, and has been playing 90 minutes and is showing his class as a player. And that's why I tell people that every player should wait for his chance, and your chance is always underway if at all you keep yourself fit, because injuries obviously coming through. And that's why Mikel Arteta is not hurrying back those players of Arsenal, the likes of Zinchenko, Julian Timber, and Tomiyasu. That is it. So we go to Gabriel Magalhaes, solid as usual, and he really did the needful with William Saliba to keep a clean sheet. 8 out of 10 for me. That's what this gentleman really deserves to get. Then we go to William Saliba, no player. I think he put out more passes than the entire side of Sheffield, So William Saliba's game by numbers versus Sheffield, he had 180 passes, touches completed, 164 passes completed, 97% passing accuracy. He had 9 ball recoveries, and they were not even attacked at all with Gabriel Magalhaes. So 8 out of 10. 8.5 out of 10 for me for William Saliba, and his consistency and availability with Gabriel Magalhaes, right, has been really very, very sane for the side of Arsenal. And when you look at Jakub Kiwior, it shows you that that back 5 can really play an entire season, a 38 round of games of the Premier League without getting injured, because they are not injury-prone players, and that's what you'll ever need. Now, Arsenal have gone ahead to find a solution for that left back that can come in through and obviously get things done and dusted. Benjamin White is there. He's not an injury-prone player. Then Gabriel Magalhaes and Saliba are also not injury-prone, meaning that there is huge potential for them to obviously get into the mix. Now, Jorginho, he's one of the unsung heroes at Arsenal, but this guy is very important in the style of play. Have you noticed that every time he plays, Arsenal looks better? Arsenal looks better, and I wouldn't like to obviously explain this in my words, but let's take Mandev coming through to tell you his game by numbers. He had 100% duels won. Have you heard? 100% tackles won, 92% passing accuracy, 58 touches completed, 6 out of 7 long balls completed, and he was a metronome in that midfield, and he went ahead to obviously provide a secondary assist for the 6th goal of the game, and that is Jorginho for you, giving him a 9. super 9 out of 10 because this guy is really a special caliber of a player. Then we go to Declan Rice. Declan Rice came in through and really played as a number 8 there for you. And when Thomas Partey really came in through, he was also left to play into the game of football, and a lot really had to happen. So Declan Rice for us, this was his game by numbers. I'm not gonna come out and really cite out what everyone did, especially if at all his game by numbers was captured by Statement Dev. 100% tackles won, 89% passing accuracy, 5 shots, 3 crosses, 2 key passes, 1 goal, and he now has 5 goals and 5 assists this season in the Premier League. That is a 10-goal involvement for the first time in the Premier League. That is Declan Rice, and I think Declan Rice is really excited because when Arteta was really signing him, he promised him that I'm going to make you one of the best midfielders in the Premier League and in the world. And guess what? He's really leading by example, and a lot is really happening right about now. So for Declan Rice, 9 out of 10 for me into the mix. Then we go to Martin Odegaard, another player that played in the midfield for Arsenal and really had a very good goal. Sorry about that. Onto that game, he had 115 touches completed, 115 touches, then 100% duels completed, 90% passes completed, 90% passing accuracy, 84 passes completed, 4 shots, 4 chances created, and 1 goal. And that is Martin Odegaard for you. And I give him a 9.5 out of 10. He really had a very good goal into that fixture, and he's like, if he does not score in a game, he puts in an assist in there for you. And I would like to know who really went ahead to really get the assist for the goal of Martinelli. That goal of Martinelli scores outside the 18 yards box area. Then we go to Saka, a man who played only 45 minutes, but in just 2-3 minutes would have gone ahead to really see himself on target because his ball was denied by the crossbar. His shot ricocheted, into play by that post, Then his game by numbers, 100% dribbles completed, 3 shots, 3 chances created, 2 crosses, 1 cross that led to an own goal, 1 bar hit, and 1 assist. That is Bukayo Saka for you. 8 out of 10 for me, and he really continues his good run. No goal, but an assist was really there for him. Arteta told us that he took him off because he was ill, and we really need to see how he's really going to respond in the remaining days as they take on the side called Brentford. We go to Gabriel Martinelli. Gabriel Martinelli had 88 passing accuracy, 30 passes completed, 4 shots, 2 key passes, 1 assist, 1 goal, and he was really walking with his head high. 9 out of 10 for me for this Brazilian guy that has been included, by the way, into the Brazilian squad that is going to play against England and Egypt in there for you. Then we bring to you Kai Havertz game by numbers, 93% passing accuracy, 41 passes completed, 4 chances created, 2 shots, 1 assist, and 1 goal. That is Kai Havertz for you. I'm giving him a 9.6 out of 10 for me because I felt like he was one of the best players on the field of play, and he's proving all his haters wrong. That is Kai Havertz for you. After Kai Havertz, we jawed a little bit to the bench and really talk about the players that came in through. Fabio Vieira, 7 out of 10 for me. He really came in through, but looked like he's lacking more minutes. But these 45 minutes might be a spark for his start of hitting the ground running this season at Arsenal. Gabriel Jesus, 7.5 out of 10. You really felt like he was a breath of fresh air in the side of Arsenal, having some good shots on target and really dumbing down players and really doing the needful. And you saw that he is really a joyous and active player who really is proactive into that game. And it takes a 7.5 out of 10 for me. That is Gabriel Jesus. Then there came in through Thomas Partey, 7 out of 10 for me. he really looked a little bit off the pace, but he really managed to come in through and shield that back four. Arsenal fans should get excited because he really had a goal with Declan Rice in that midfield, and you never know, Arteta might be having a plan to see to it that he plays him in that position. And Arteta might have gone ahead to make his mind up and change it a little bit, because we remember in the previous games that saw Thomas Partey start in the season, he was played as a right back, but even though Ben White had gone ahead to score a goal and it felt like he really had to redo the needful with him, he really brought in Thomas Partey and played him in the central midfield and left Ben White to play as the right back. That is really a very good goal. 7 out of 10 for Declan Rice. Then who else came on? Let me check here. Arsenal. I think I'm left with some other two players. I remember two players really came on, but they are off my head. Cedric Soares was one of those that really came in through. I'm giving him a 7 out of 10. Then Leandro Trossard, 7.5 out of 10. And for the manager, Mikel Arteta, 8.5 out of 10 for me, because he really did the needful and he gave Arsenal an identity that went ahead, obviously, annihilate the side of Sheffield. My man of the match is Kai Havertz, but if one gives it to Martinelli, if one gives it to Martin Odegaard or Declan Rice, I won't really be here to obviously oppose you, but I want to let you know that it is really good that Arsenal have gone ahead to win, and they are going to rest for some days, get back to training for this at the Sobha Reality Training Center to prepare for the game of Brentford, in what I've gone ahead to really call a revenge, because the game last season, Arsenal was robbed by VAR, and they need to obviously come in and really do the needful. So guys, thank you very much for watching through. Tell me your thoughts about Sheffield 0, Arsenal 6, player ratings. Tell me, are my ratings right or wrong, and who is your man of the match in the entire 90-minute game that was played at Bramall Lane? We cover you all in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. May the living to God bless you abundantly. Rokani David is my name. Hope you guys are really having fun. We out for now, and the Muslims, Barakallahu fikum. Ciao, ciao.